I wouldn't usually make a video about this topic, but I think this is a special exception. So if you haven't noticed this yet in the Supercars Championship, they are being a bit more lenient when it comes to the rule officiating. 5-second penalties or 15-second penalties, what that would used to be, are either not penalties or in the 15-second penalties, the 5-second penalties. Unless your name's Ryan Wood, I guess. But I have just witnessed what happens when you go too far on this laxed officiating. So Supercars are probably looking to be more like NASCAR when it comes to their rule officiating. But if you have just come off the NASCAR Xfinity race in Martinsville, you'll realise why this is a bit of a problem. If you like this video and you want to see more content that isn't this usual stuff, but more on the normal stuff that I do, give a like and a subscribe. The support would be very much appreciated. I am looking to upload 3 videos this week, a GT4 review, a GT3 review, and my usual 7 cylinders news up segment, so follow for that. So the NASCAR Xfinity series, this is for that if you don't know, this is basically the Super 2 to the Cup series. It was a series that Shane Van Gisbergen was running in last year just to get his foot in the door to oval racing. Now Super 2, if you can't remember, has had a few moments of chaoticness. A couple of years ago, in the Car of the Future era, there were a lot of times that things were dubbed going full Super 2, and this race was going full Super 2 even more than Super 2 did. The first half of the race, I'm going to the Xfinity race at Martinsville. For if you didn't know Martinsville, it's a half-mile flat oval, so there's going to be a bit of chaos, but this was a whole new fucking level. The first half of the race was quite clean. Connor Zilic, the 18-year-old rookie, won the first couple of stages, but stage 3 shit really hit the fan. There were people fucking dive-bombing people, just taking people out from like 6 cars back and spinning teammates and all that. And I'm going to highlight a few of those moments right here. Austin Hill, who is a veteran in the series, he has won many races and is even making some cup starts this year. He saw a line of about 5 cars going into a corner and just said, fuck it, I'll use the brakes of someone else's arse end to stop the car. And that ended up spinning the one car of Carson Kvapil, and it even took out Hill's teammate Jesse Love. Now, Hill did apologise for this, for these actions, but you're a veteran, man. You've been doing this for years. Have some self-respect and don't use other people as a braking. You're not the Killdozer, you are the 21 Chevrolet. The second incident that people highlighted was Sam Mayer just using up the arse end of, I think it was Christian Eckes, who is a rookie to the series, and subsequently ended up spinning, taking out Eckes' teammate Daniel Dye, who is another rookie, and a few other cars were involved in this accident, so there's probably another $150,000 worth of damage in that crash that took out 4 or so cars. But Sam Mayer is another one. He has been clamouring for years. Why isn't anyone giving me a cup opportunity? I've got the speed. Yeah, the speed's there, but the discipline isn't. And if you're taking people out, well, there's no reason why you'd be in line for a cup seat, because the cup owners would not trust you in their cup cars. And the final incident I want to talk about is right on the last lap. Taylor Gray, who is in the Joe Gibbs 54, was leading the race past Sammy Smith in the number 8, the Dale Jr. owned 8, with the famous Dale Jr. font, by the way, this year. He passed Sammy Smith cleanly. There was nothing wrong with what he did. So what did Sammy Smith do? Well, he came from like 3 cars back, took out Taylor Gray, a few more other cars, and caused $1 million pile-up on the last lap. And he didn't even win the race. Austin Hill won this race. This is an embarrassing time for NASCAR. Imagine, they want Formula 1 drivers involved in NASCAR. They want to get like Daniel Ricciardo and Lewis Hamilton down. Well, they're going to see stuff like that and some other incidents and think, why would I want to do that? I'll just get my day ruined and my time wasted because I would get taken out for a battle for 24th. And I don't think this is good for Supercars at all because, like I said, Supercars has been a bit more lenient with their officiating. This is why you need officiating, people. There needs to be a line, and the line, bump and runs, I think, are fine. If you pass some, in my opinion, if you just give someone a light bump, unease them, make them lose a couple of positions, that's fine, that's good, hard racing. Door slamming, like I said, more hard racing, bring back the biff and all. But if you're just like spinning guys out and just ruining their day basically for no apparent reason and expecting no punishment, that is, I think people in the know call that bullshit. I think there should be some sort of penalty, but it should be consistent. It hasn't really been consistent in Supercars this year. Like I said, Ryan Wood, he got a just straight up penalty, no need to look at it for the incident in Jack LeBrock. But even his teammate, Chaz Mostert, took out James Golding. It was clear as day, but it ended up being a post-race investigation. There needs to be some sort of consistency and draw a line. Like I said, bump and runs are fine. Dump and runs are not. They need to know the difference. Like I said, a bit of a different video. I thought I'd rant on this. This topic is sort of about Supercars, like I said, because of the officiating, we want to be more lenient, but there is such thing. Remember, and I mean, Super 2, yes, they have cleaned up their act, but remember a couple of years ago, I think it would have been 2022, the last year with the main cars were car of the future, the driving stands were terrible, but the next year when they added the Gen 2 cars, they got a bit cleaner, and the last year and this year, the driving stands in Super 2 has been brilliant. If the Xfinity Series gets more like that, then the Cup drivers will give them more respect, because there has been a lack of respect in the Cup paddock as well, because these young kids with a shitload of money are coming up to the Cup Series and just taking people out because, oh well, I've never worked on my own car. Sorry for this bit of a rant. It's just a bit different to what I usually post on YouTube, but I think it's necessary because it's sort of Supercars related. But if you want to see more stuff that is Supercars related or related to what I usually do, drop a like and a subscribe. The support would be very much appreciated. If you want to support daily content from me, follow me on TikTok. And if you want to support my Gran Turismo custom liveries that I do, I have a channel on that as well. It's called Gran Turismo 7 Cylinders. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully it's not me ranting about shit that is not that important.